Good day, beautiful folks. This is my attempt at vegan fish with 4 ingredients. So first I'm going to take my can of artichoke hearts and I'm going to drain them or strain them. You can see there this can is BPA free. It's of course vegan and kosher. Only 30 calories per half cup in this container. So after I have strained the artichoke hearts, I'm going to place them in my bowl here. Now, since this is vegan, I'm not adding any eggs to hold this together, but you can use some aquafaba or, chickpea juice if you want to hold it together a little bit, and some flour. That's my fourth ingredient is the flour. And now I'm adding in some Old Bay seasoning. This is the only seasoning I'm adding because it has the heat, it has the salt, and I don't need anything else. That's all I need. So the four ingredients are the artichoke hearts, of course, the flour, cornmeal, and Old Bay seasoning. So I'm going to give this a good stir and mix. And you want to get it nice and like a sticky consistency so that it sticks together. So if you need to add more or less flour, do so. So now I'm going to just place my cornmeal on the plate so that I can get my artichoke hearts batter coated very well. And now I'm just going to form these. I'm not going to do them small like chicken nuggets, and I'm not going to do them round and perfect like patties. I'm going to do them in a longer shape so that it can emulate the shape and form of actual fish. As you can see here, I'm forming it in that elongated, type shape. And I'm just going to pat it with the cornmeal on both sides. And I already have my vegetable oil nice and heated and hot and ready to go. So one can for me made 3 really nice size pieces of vegan fish. So, that's all I needed because I just wanted to taste the fish. All right, so I'm just going to get all 3 of these patties good and formed and coated and in our hot grease. I'm going to let these fish patties cook about 5 minutes on each side to get nice and brown and firm. And as you can see, they're sticking together very well. So now they're completely done on both sides. And I'm just going to take a plate with some lined paper towel on it so that the grease can drain off of the fish. I'm going to make some tartar sauce. I just got some mayonnaise and some sweet relish here. And I'm going to put about 1 spoonful of mayo to 1 spoonful of relish. And you can do this in whatever portions you like. However you like it more crunchy and tangy, add more relish. More creamy, then you add more mayo. I'm also going to add in some Old Bay seasoning, very little. Just going to give it a nice good stir. Very simple homemade tartar sauce. So now everything is done. I'm just going to put a dollop of tartar sauce in the center of this fish. And I'm going to let you hear what it sounds like. Nice and crispy. All right, going to give it a taste, a bit of ASMR here. Has a nice consistency. Looks good, nice and flaky. Tastes pretty good. There are some things that I would do differently next time. I would probably mince it so that it's more like a fish stick consistency. I know some people like it like this, nice and flaky, but this is my first time ever trying this or doing this particular recipe. So some things that I would do differently, like I said, I would mince it. So I would probably put it in the food processor so that it could, chop up quite a bit more. I would add a little bit more Old Bay seasoning in there to give it more of a fish taste. Or if you have like seaweed or anything like that, you want to add in to give it more of a fish taste, or kelp, or whatever it is people use to give it more of that ocean taste. You can do that as well. I would not add any more seasoning. The Old Bay is more than enough. I personally didn't need anything else. And let's see, the timing that I fried it was perfect. It had a nice crunchy consistency. The cornmeal, of course, was just perfect. I don't know if you'd want to fry this in flour or anything, but since it is seafood, or it's supposed to give that seafood-like taste and consistency, I used cornmeal. So yeah, those are just some of the things I would probably do differently when it comes to this. The artichoke hearts are kind of tangy, so that's why I would mince it. And another thing I would probably do is add a bit more flour to cut that sour taste. But I want to thank you all for watching. Give me some tips, your questions, comments, concerns, and thank you for watching again.